day everyone. So today our lesson is about the constructional process, specifically focusing on volcanoes. Before I proceed to the topic, let me first cite the objectives. So at the end of this lesson, you will be able to understand volcanoes and its formation, identify types of volcanoes, define volcanic eruptions and their types, caused by volcanic eruption into the society. So let's begin. So throughout this lesson, we'll explore the science behind volcanoes, how they are formed, its location, and materials. Join us as we dive into the fascinating world of volcanoes and uncover the secrets of these natural wonders. Now let's go to what is volcanoes. Volcanoes is a geological structure that releases molten hot rocks and gaseous materials beneath the Earth's surface. It also signifies a vent or opening of the Earth's crust where molten magma ejected. And now let's go to the formation of volcanoes and its location. Have you ever wondered where these volcanoes are found and formed? And now let's dive deeper. So tectonic plates play a very crucial role in the formation of volcanoes. This is because tectonic plates move on the Earth's surface. When the tectonic plate moves towards each other or diverge, it formed an oceanic ridges. And when the tectonic plate converge and cause collision, it formed an oceanic trenches. Oceanic trenches are a deep and narrow depression on the sea floor or seabed. It is caused by the subduction zone of the two plates, either it is a continental or oceanic plate. And also, when the plates slide past each other, it creates a weak zone called fissure or transform fault. This also signifies to the volcanic activity because of earthquakes. Not all volcanoes are situated and formed in these boundaries, as we all know, but some are formed in the interior of the tectonic plates, but also with the hotspot or the stationary magma chamber that is beneath a moving tectonic plate. There are three main types of volcanoes. The first one is the shield volcanoes, which is much wider. So this volcano is shorter compared to the other types of volcanoes. So they are formed shield-like structure because of the lava formation on the outside of the volcano. The second one is the composite volcanoes, which is taller, have steep slopes, and rising 10,000 feet high. So these composite volcanoes may have a secondary vent connecting to the primary vent. So the cinder cone volcano is the simple type of volcano. So they are built from particles and blobs of the congelated lava ejected from a single. And now let's move on to volcanic eruption. So what is volcanic eruption? It is a process of the release of forces in volcanic materials underneath the Earth's surface, cause the release of a magma. So these mga materials are released during volcanic eruption. A magma is a molten rock that is situated beneath the Earth's surface, while the lava is the ejected magma that reached the surface of the Earth. So the magma is beneath the surface, while the lava is on the outside. While the pyroclastic is the fragments of rocks and ashes that is released by a volcanic eruption or erupting volcano. Also with the ash column or cloud is the materials released to the air, while volcanic gases are the substances released by the volcano like vapor, hydrogen, sulfur dioxide, and many more that is toxic when inhaled. Types of volcanoes according to eruption. The first one is the quiet volcano, which is characterized by relatively calm and gentle release of lava. This type of eruption occurs in shield volcanoes. Explosive volcano is characterized by violent and explosive activities. Eruption is caused by the reach in gas contents that is trapped beneath the Earth's surface. Intermediate volcano is a volcano that deals the pressure that builds up and blocks the vent because of the thick viscous lava that underneath the surface of the volcano. While the fissure eruption occurs when magma escapes to a long narrow cracks in the Earth's crust called the fissure. There are 5 types of predominant type of eruption. The first one is the phreatic eruption, which is also known as the steam-driven eruption that occurs when water comes in contact with magma or hot rocks beneath the Earth's surface. The second one is the opposite of phreatic, which is phreatomagmatic, which is the eruption that occurs when magma interacts with water. The strombolian eruption is an eruption that is relatively mild and frequent type of eruption. The fourth one is the Plinian eruption. It is known as the Vesuvian eruption. It's a highly explosive and violent volcanic eruption and characterized by the ejection of large amount of pumice, ash, and volcanic gases into the stratosphere, forming a tall eruption column. While the Volcanian eruption is a type of explosive eruption that is characterized by short, violent bursts of volcanic activity. It involves the ejection of ash, volcanic bombs, and pyroclastic flows.
Good day everyone, I'm Shakira Lorraine Rebuldad, and my part in this report is about the type of volcanoes according to its activity. So we have 3 volcanic activity: the extinct, active, and dormant. Extinct volcanoes are volcanoes that have not erupted or show signs of volcanic activity in its historical times. It is characterized by their eroded, weathered appearance, and their lobes may be occurred with vegetations or even have been transformed into fertile soil, so it can be planted. And the second one is the active volcanoes. This is the volcanoes that show signs or eruption and known for recent eruptions and could possibly erupt again. Emission of volcanic gases, earthquakes, or formation of new vents or craters may occur. So the third one is the dormant volcanoes. It is the volcanoes that are currently inactive but have the potential to erupt again in the future. It shows no signs of recent volcanic activity such as emission of volcanic gases or earthquakes, but still have the potential to erupt.
Volcanic hazards are very dangerous types of phenomena that occurs during or volcanic eruption. Lava flows are a stream of molten rocks that can flow downhill or into the vent of the fissure. Pyroclastic flows are fast-moving cloud, hot gas, and ashes from the volcanic or it is made up of volcanic rocks that travels beyond the slope. Ash fall occurs when volcanic ash is ejected into the atmosphere and it falls to the ground, covering the surrounding with layer of fine ash. Volcanic gases such as sulfur, carbon dioxide, and many more volcanic gases that can affect a human being through inhalation and also cause pulmonary diseases.
Methods in monitoring volcanic activity. Volcanologist is called for a person to study volcanoes. Geophysical method: seismic monitoring. It is used to detect and measure earthquakes, as well as other ground vibrations, such as those associated with volcanic activity. Seismic waves are generated by the movement of rock and other materials beneath the Earth's surface, and also can be detected by sensitive instruments called seismometers. Geodetic methods: electronic measurement, precise leveling tilt measurements. It is used to measure the shape and size of the Earth, as well as change in the Earth's surface over time. Precise leveling is a technique used to measure changes in the elevation of the Earth's surface over time. Tilt meters are instruments that measure change in the slope of the ground surface, which can indicate the movement of magma beneath the surface.